mate Rich Smythe and his girlfriend Katie turned up the other day with what they call a belated birthday present, both for Nikki's 40th and my 77th, which sort of fall May and June. And he come up with this system. Well, I've still got this old computer here, you see, and here I can get me emails and so on. Do me daily work on this, in actual fact. So that's the best thing about this. Oh yeah, if I can get it there, look, see, and there's the website and everything, so on. Alright, and then also, you come follow me around here, he's also got our old television here, because we're not using the television anymore, we're just giving it up, we think it's a thing of the past. And he set this up for us with this little box here, and if we go into this, I can still like get things like this. Takes a bit. Yeah. I can still do some certain amount of work, but I haven't got all my pictures and everything on there. I can do my website there. And get the website and do all my work on here. And it says, look at the size of that. I mean, it's brilliant, isn't it? How big it is. And it takes some time, this one, because it's a big screen. I can work on the website there, so it's loading and so on. And that's how I do it. I can edit it from there. And then you can just put that away, like that, see? And then there's all that, and there's Photoshop, there's image captures, there's a photo booth, there's even a time machine. There's a time machine, you see, which is anything you can retrieve from the past, which is quite amazing, actually, I thought. We've got this garage band thing, which, when I get used to it, of course, I'll actually be able to make all my own music, and so I won't have to rely on musicians at all, really. As long as I can get some sort of tune put out, I can use that. And you can, there's Oak Tree, you see, which is already started, but we quit that one. And then probably best thing of all is Plex Media server. And this is quite amazing, because, you know, before we used to have to go and either buy DVDs of all the films we wanted or whatever, or wait for them to come out, or borrow them, buy them, hire them and everything. And here, look at that, everything's there. All the Disney movies we ever wanted, all our favourite films. There's Willy Wonka there, The Snowman, The Lorax, which we watched the other night, as a matter of fact, and lots of other films, the Pirates of the Caribbean, Sherlock Holmes, which of course I was in. So I'm really going back to some of the really old ones, and look, even Gone with the Wind, which is one of my all-time favourite films, one of Nikki's too. So there we go. But now, if we go back in time, like without a time machine, we'll show you how Rich and Katie introduced them. We were absolutely gobsmacked, I'll tell you. Have a look at this.
Right. What I've got for you is two very different things.
They're very different things.
Wow,
This,
something different.
Oh,
Isn't it?
yeah.
is your Apple computer.
Right.
It's your Apple desktop. So now there are things that you can now be able to do here that you can do on Hero.
Wow.
Incredible. And the other thing I'll show you is for your TV.
Right.
I'm a
Which
bit
is
excited
this
by this.
teeny tiny box here.
Yeah.
It's designed for televisions, but as you can see, it's now no longer downstairs.
No, it's no longer a television.
So I'll show you what they all do.
Right.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my word.
Basically, so the thing is, this obviously what I was planning to do was I was going to have this set up separately. Like I brought a separate monitor to separate out from your other PC, so
Oh,
you can try them both out and see which one you get used to. I'll use this as a temporary setup just to show you what it was like, and then once I've run you all through everything, we can work out what we want to do with it. So you've got your regular setup.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a bit shocked. I'm a bit
Amazing.
dumbfounded by this.
Wow.
Okay, well, right. So if you want to, if I'll show you through this. So this is literally the computer itself. Here. That is the desktop computer.
Right.
Underneath it here is your hard drive. There's a hard drive, and that's an extra external hard drive with all these extra sort of USB ports and stuff to put into. Well,
Whoa.
that's your disc slot. Your CDs. You can only load CDs at the moment, but we can possibly sort out DVDs later on.
Right.
And the on switch is just here. Just on the back. You do a figure. If you see, if you look around,
Oh, I see.
it's like a little nub. You just feel it around.
Just,
you just push it
and
in,
you just push it.
and it'll turn on.
Okay.
I'm in shock.
Sit down.
Yeah, sit down. I'm in shock.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh my word. For once I'm speechless. For once. Not when I'm speechless. Eh?
The thing is, think of like the amazing adventures and creative things the two of you are up to. This is the ideal thing for you to be using.
Right.
I don't want to see any sort of technology holding you back in terms of what you're able to do. So the things that you can create with this, I think you'll be able to do some really
Right.
awesome
Wow.
things. Once it's started.
What's it started up? Yeah. Yeah. Is that still in service, or is that?
It is still in service. A few things are on hooks, but as I said, once I show you what to do, we can work out where
How
we're
we
going to
do
put
it.
everything. Like,
Right.
maybe keep this one separate somewhere with one of the smaller monitors, and
Oh, I see.
so we'll keep the two separate. So like, because all your stuff's on here, isn't it? So until
It is actually. Yes,
so
that's
you'll
true.
use this in the
Got-
meantime for your bits pieces. But if
got
you want to
use it.
get used to this and try this out,
Right.
so yeah. So this is
Wow.
once you boot up, this is what it brings up. Your password, if you ever need it for anything, is Widgery-poo, not naturally.
Right. Okay.
Um,
That's fine.
So I've got a list of things I'm going to show you through.
Pinch me, man.
Is this real?
Okay, so yeah, so this does look very different. A lot of the things obviously look very much the same. So like if you want to go shut things down, go to your start menus, instead of being down here, it's right up here. So a little Apple logo, so you can just go
Oh right.
press
Okay.
shut down, things like that. And so if you want to look for anything, there's a little search bar up here, and you search through everything. What else have we got? So we got next thing is the dock. This thing down here is basically where all your sort of favourite apps that you want to use.
Right.
So
Okay.
you can move these around, and you can sort of drag
Oh,
them
wow.
out, and it gets rid of them.
Wow.
But the only ones that do actually stay where they are, you can't do anything with, is the trash can here, which is your typical recycle
Right.
bin.
Well,
you know.
yeah.
And
Okay.
it's got the back of my head.
Pretty much, yeah.
Move out the way.
And this is this. You know how you browse your files and things. This is called Finder. You just click that, and it brings up your folders and things as you browse that
Right.
way.
Where did my other glasses go there? I can see it better with these. This is my computer glasses.
Computer.
Oh, it's better.
So we've got So that's the only difference is also is like all your close key and minimise are all over here. So like if you close that, it's there.
Right.
It's just on the other side. You minimise it. Makes it
Whoa,
do
whoa,
that.
whoa! I like that.
And it doesn't
Genius,
when you
I love it.
maximise, it doesn't bring in the full screen. What it does, it sort of adjusts it to what you're looking at. So if it's only
Right.
got a small amount of screen, you'll put it into a little window. If it's got a lot of screen, you'll put it all
Oh,
over.
I see. Right.
What else? So we've got that. So all your when you go into if you put in a new like external disk or if you plug in anything in there, it'll all appear on your desktop. There's no sort of My Computer. It all comes to your desktop. All your external storage and everything is all on here.
Time machine.
Right. Okay. Time machine. Oh yeah.
You'll see that in a minute.
That's funny.
Time machine.
That's right, it's time machine. Hey, time machine.
Oh,
Cool.
dear.
It's even better than you think.
That was so funny.
Funnily enough, my uncle was HG, but it wasn't Wells, it was Card.
I only just clocked onto what you were talking about.
HG, well, yeah.
Oh my
Anyway,
goodness me.
Sorry.
It's all the boring bits anyway. So this is your system settings. You just click that one down there.
Alright.
So these are all the key things. You know, you want to change your display or your
Oh,
desktop
right.
and your screensaver. So that's the default screensaver it's got. Like that.
Right.
And you can change your desktop pictures there. That's all these, got the sort of very more
Oh, right.
nature
Okay.
ones.
Oh, yeah. I like that. Oh, that's nice. I found Nemo.
So yeah, that's your. There's also for your web browsing. There's Safari, which you can download Chrome and Firefox and ones, but the default is your Safari one, which is here,
Right.
and that's your typical web browser. Go straight to Google. Your search engine's up here. It's up here. So that's your web browser for default.
Okay.
And if you want to close an app, if you want to close your application you're using, your program you're using, you can't just click that. You make the window disappear, but the app is technically still open. So what you want to do is go up here and press Quit Safari,
Right.
or you can right click the one that's open and just click Quit.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
instead of, so once it's open, you can't just click that.
And
The
then-
app will still be open when you first start out, and then you can just browse through by using the arrows.
So,
So you've got Vivo, YouTube, you've got ITV,
Plex
Netflix,
ITV. Right. So
iPlayer.
we're going to Plex. There.
iPlayer.
Yeah. Like that.
Yep.
Pay for example.
and there you go. If you then go to movies,
So just that because it's highlighted.
and now
Look, there's all these movies we can watch.
so over 100 different films I've got on this computer are now
Right.
transmitted
Wow.
to the Roku. You've got every Disney classic movie, every Pixar
Wow,
film.
look at that, eh? They're all there. Wow, Bambi, one of my favourites. Oh.
Now all you have to do is just you press OK on every when they show one you want to play,
And so if I say want to play Beauty and the Beast,
which is quite.
oh, let's have Bambi because I
Let's
love
have
the opening scene of Bambi.
It's HD, so it might take a little while for it to retrieve it from the Mac. So it might take a few.
Right. Well, while that's
Few minutes.
happening, Rich has also set up my other computer.
Oh, it's already
here.
works.
And it's, there it is. Look at that.
And
I
there you
love
go.
the opening sequence of this. Do you remember it?
I've not seen it myself.
It is so beautiful. I mean, it's 9. How do we turn the sound up?
Oh, that's whatever the TV remote. So
Oh, I see.
that's
Yes.
the two. So we've got here.
First Disney movie. And David Hand, I've been in touch with him. His son. His son
I was going to say, is this
contacted me through Widgery-Poo because he was
Oh, really?
interested in it.
Ah,
Very cool.
I
Yeah.
remember you telling me
I
about
told you about it, David Hand. I've got his stuff of his.
it. So yeah, so you can.
But the opening sequence, bear with
what
us
you can do,
everybody
you can wind
because
it forward a little bit.
a little bit, just the opening sequence I think is one of the most beautiful openings of any film ever, especially animated. Look at this,
There we go.
the depth. Eh?
So
And
that's
that's
in
in
if they redid
1940.
it for 3D, it would look fantastic. So you have
1947, and they've still got the cell, and it was done on the
Yeah.
multiplane camera, which was 4 levels,
Mm.
so they could reshoot it in 3D. Look at that. That's
cool.
fantastic. In 1947 they were doing that.
Wow.
Wow.
Totally changed the office as
Yeah,
well.
and as you notice, as it comes along,
That's very good.
it's dawn, and the sun gradually comes up as they're. I mean, the work. Remember, every frame was hand painted in this. That is amazing. And there comes the outlook, and as it's getting light gradually.
It's the
Isn't
only,
that
the,
amazing?
the only downfall of this is that because they have the 4x3 there, and so the way they did films in, so
Yes,
there
of
was
course,
never
never
widescreen.
widescreen. Yeah. Will we get copyrighted on this on YouTube? I doubt it because it's on a screen.
Yeah, that
yeah.
will stop it. But I'm just
Yeah.
trying to,
Yeah.
if you do your own voices over the top, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Anyway, before it goes in on the voices, we'll stop this now.
There we go.
Yeah.
Alright?
So you should
And
press
press
the back button. Right,
the back button.
that brings it back.
That's it.
Right, and then Rich has also set up my computer here, of which I could just work with my normal things
Yeah.
with on the emails and
We can both-
photographs and the website I can use it here. But
Well, we-
eventually it'll all go onto the big screen.
We can
And
both
this
do
is the man.
Yeah.
And there's his girlfriend, but she's
No, she's not. She's refusing to go into the
She's doing the filming at the moment, so credits to Katie.
Yeah.
Draw a picture.
Just draw a picture of her, yeah. So,
Well,
thank
mind
you,
you,
Rich.
Yeah.
That's
Cheers.
brilliant, yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, it's terrific. And
Hopefully this
we got
goes
it set
covers
up.
both your birthday presents, so it'll be fine.
Thank you.
It does, and we don't even need the television anymore. We've just got it all here
Sorted.
in our little office, and
Yeah.
this is our entertainment room too. Thanks
There you
very
go.
much.
Your own media room.
Yeah.